Hey YouTube, how's it going? Well, as you know, I have been having lots of fun with my efforts to quit smoking. Fun as in frustration and desperation and a few other kinds of Asians and so on, you know. It's just been such a blast. It's such a thrill a minute that I could just about throw up. It's that exciting. Yeah. Okay, not really. But it's been a trying time because I'd get just so far and then next thing you know I'm saying F this, I'm gonna go get me something, and you know what the something is. It's another pack or two, you know, and that causes me to have to start over and so on. And a lot of people would, and I have in the past, reach a point where okay, I'm done with this. I'm just going to do what I'm going to do and heck with it, you know. Enough of this quick noise. But I am determined. I am going to get it done one way or the other. And so every time I fail, I turn around and I start it over again. My timer thing that I have worked out with time and date, the days between two dates. What I have is, for those that don't know, is on the days between two dates thing, you enter month, day, and year, and optionally you can put in a time. I did. And when you do that, it changes the URL to reflect what you put in there. So you can actually bookmark it like that. So I bookmarked it with the start date. The start date is the time that I finished the last cigarette. Yeah. And then I load the page up and I click today and now to load the current day and time and hit calculate. And when I did that just a minute ago before I started recording, 3 days, 21 hours, 37 minutes and 17 seconds. That's how long it's been since I finished the last cigarette. And the way I'm doing this is to not leave the house. When I go to a store, I have a very serious potential for saying, I really want this, or just buying the doggone things without even thinking about it. I know, I've done that before. I can do this for a while. Grocery-wise, I'm okay for another week at least. And while it is the first of the month and there's bill paying and whatnot to do, some of that I can do on the phone, some of it I can do online, and a couple of other things like my rent and the water bill, I have to take care of that in person, but those bills are paid, one by the post office, mailing something off, and one at the water company, when neither of those locations sell cigarettes. So I figure I'm okay to go out and go to that and come back. So that's the plan. I'm not leaving the house for hopefully at least another 7 days. And what I'm hoping out of this is to get enough momentum going on the smoke-free thing to not have it fall apart the first time I see a place to buy cigarettes. Yeah, that does happen. Sometimes far easier than anybody would like or even want to admit, but it does happen, and it's a very easy thing to happen. And that is one of the big sources of my frustration, because yeah, I can sit here in the house refusing to go out, refusing to go anywhere near anywhere where I can get them. And that's great, but the first time I actually have to go to the grocery store because I'm out of everything, that's when it could fall apart. Especially when somebody at the store who knows me as a familiar customer, that I've been going there for years and whatnot, they look at me and they say, well, are you going to need cigarettes this time? Yeah. I think that's what happened the last time when I actually bought them without even realizing it. Yeah. And I'm not going to tell them, hey, don't offer me that, or don't sell me this, or I'm not going to do that, because then what I'm doing becomes something that is subject to somebody else's whim and so on. And no, that's not going to happen. That's not going to work. No, that's unacceptable. This has to be me doing it, or it doesn't work at all, period. And it doesn't necessarily work with me doing it, but you know what I mean. I got to do it, or it's never going to work. And granted, it hasn't worked so far very much with me working it, but with somebody else being in charge, no, it'll never work. I'll start smoking again out of pure defiance. I know I will. I've done that kind of thing in the past. Anyway, that's enough ranting and whatnot today. I don't suppose it's too much of a rant. It's more of a quit smoking plan update, sort of, kind of ish. And yet another plan. Maybe this one will get me somewhere. Thanks for watching. Take it easy. I am out of here.
Mr. TinFoilChef.